Okay, today I am going to use my iPhone as a webcam, compare it against this current USB webcam that I have, and use a couple of different techniques. We'll try two different iPhones. We'll try one with an online service that allows you to share your camera, and then also an Elgato product that installs onto your iPhone. Now, I tried to see if I had an Android device somewhere, and I don't, so unfortunately this is an iPhone specific video. Again, if you don't know what I'm doing here, I'm going pro. If you haven't watched the playlist or the first in this series, I would suggest going back and doing that. That way you have a good idea of what I'm trying to do. So with that said, let's get into it with my new pro intro. You didn't like it? Well, I guess I just threw something in there. I don't know. I think I'm going to make an intro with the logo eventually. I see it all the time. I know you're not supposed to put it at the beginning, but maybe plopping it in after I say a couple things. I don't know. So let's get on to the phone as a webcam. I have two different phones here. I have my old iPhone 7 Plus, and my current iPhone 12. And we'll check it out and see how they work, what the differences are, and whether or not I just want to switch over to that as my main webcam. This one's doing fine, I guess, but I think that I wouldn't mind a little bit more fidelity. As you all know, I sit on my deck. That's why I have a tarp behind me. Today is a bit overcast, so I don't have a lot of bright shininess to the sunlight that's coming in, but it's kind of just like a nice even color. So let's get on with it. The first thing I'm going to use is called VDO.Ninja. Now, that's an online service that basically allows you to take your phone camera, Android, iPhone, iPad, and set it up for display on any sort of streaming platform that supports it. In this case, I'm using OBS. We're going to go to VDO.Ninja. We're going to add our camera to OBS, hit allow to allow the camera, and then max resolution is 1280 by 720. Well, that's not so great for the iPhone 12, but that's just the online one. It might have some limitations due to the bandwidth. I think that's important to remember, is that this is going to be streaming from the internet. So any internet bandwidth problems or issues you might come across, it will freeze or pause your video. Later on, we'll try a hardwired option to see how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and just start this up. I'm actually going to turn the audio to no audio and hit start. Let me set this up over here. Okay, and then all you need to do, let me grab my keyboard. Now all you need to do is, in our scene here, I think I can just go ahead and add it here. So we have the same scene. We don't have to switch between anything. I'm going to add a browser source, or a browser. And all we need to do is type in the URL that they gave us, VDO.Ninja /?view equals RBSPY. I'm going to set it to 1280 by 720. Not sure. And VDO.Ninja, let's go. Oh, there it is. That was easy. Okay, let's do this. I will put the iPhone 12 here. It's hard to compare that when they're not the exact same, but that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and just toss, if possible, my image mask. So I have the Pro style circle around my body. All right. And there we go. All right. Now I have two different sources. I guess if I'm really looking at it, the webcam that I'm using is tends to be a little bit grainy. I haven't done any color correction to the iPhone, so it's pretty smooth, pretty nice. And this is over the internet, so let's actually try the iPhone 7 now. Same thing. I go to VDO.Ninja, add it to OBS. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So the front camera is 1280 by 720. I'll turn off the microphone and hit start. Now this one, I don't destroy my whole setup here, can sit there. Okay, now that's set up, let's add another browser source. Now we're going to set up the new phone, the iPhone 7. Let me add a browser. So we're going to do the same thing, browser 2, and type it in here. Set that up for 1280 by 720 and hit OK. And there it is. Okay, so now I've got them both set up. I've got this one's here is the iPhone 12. This one's here, the iPhone 7. And the reason that I am trying them both out is just to see, you know, maybe I can use the old device that I had sitting around the house. So there, the 3 different cameras. Let me go ahead and add the Super Pro image mask filter. All right, there we go. I got 3 different devices, and right off the bat, I'm noticing that the color on the iPhone is very nice. I don't know if it's because of the color setup we did the other day, but the one from the webcam looks like it is a little more green, whereas the one from the iPhone 7 looks a little sharper, a little crisper, a little more contrast, and then the one from the iPhone 12 looks a little, strangely enough, a little blurred out. Now, this is just the online version of the VDO.Ninja, and I'm sure we could change some of these things up, but it's a good example of how you can quickly use your phone as a webcam. You could even send invites to friends and bring that right into OBS. Just sends them a link and they can use it right there on their phone, and then you can have a friend. Actually, we'll try that. Not today, but we'll try that with my kids. I'll get them on here. So I think at this point in time, that's a good enough test for the online version. And other hand, yeah. And I think that I'd have to maybe just double check to see if I can turn the auto exposure off. I'm not actually using it as a webcam device. I am using it as just an image stream right now on VDO.Ninja. So, all right. Let's swap this out, and I'm going to plug in using the Elgato, I think it's Epoch Cam. I'd like to try that out. Okay, so I went ahead and left the iPhone 7 up on the VDO.Ninja to see how it goes as we do this other test. But what I'm doing is basically taking my phone, plugging it in, and we're going to download the Epoch Cam, EpocCam, and that's by Elgato. It's a software. I mean, everyone seems to use the Elgato stuff, so if I'm going to try something out, it's going to be this particular software and app. So let's give it a try. Now the app tells me I need to install the drivers on my computer to get my computer to recognize the camera and the signal being sent from the software. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to jump over to my browser here. Go to Elgato Webcam. Let's just go to the Elgato site. And I'm going to do downloads for Windows. And I want not the camera. Here it is, Epoch Cam driver. All right, let's grab this. Thanks for downloading. Open. Yes. Next. Agree. Install. Finish. Oh, something happened. Something happened on my phone. It has recognized that. Oh, that's nice. All right, let's give it a try in OBS. Let's add a... I already have this video capture device here. Properties. Epoch Cam. Okay. Okay. I haven't upgraded to the Pro version, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be able to do. Put it into the wide mode here, and I'm just going to hold the phone for now. Sorry for the shakiness. It looks decent. Let's go ahead and go to the video capture device. Properties. We want to always come in and change from device default to custom. And I'm going to choose 1920 by 1080. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's looking a little bit better. And let me see if I can set you up over here. Oh, boy. Too many phones, too many phones. Okay. Ooh, that's big. But this is what I wanted to try. Too many me's, too many me's. Too many me's. It looks like I might be losing some signal on the iPhone 7, but that's fine. Okay, so now that we've got the Elgato EpocCam set up and connected directly to my computer and hooked up here at OBS, there it is. It took a few seconds to get it configured correctly. Let's add what everybody knows I'm going to add, just so that we can have a apples to apples comparison. Okay. Oh man, that is looking crisp and clear and nice. Look at that difference between the webcam that I was using before and my iPhone. Wow. I think it's looking good. I haven't purchased this yet. The actual cost of this is going to be $7.99 for the app, and then you're good to go to use it forever. One thing I wanted to try was maybe to toss a quick filter on here for color correction. Let's give it a little less gamma, a little more contrast, a little less brightness, no more saturation, maybe a little less saturation, opacity. Okay, close. Yeah, I'm liking that. I thought that this little miniature awesome webcam was doing awesome, but I'm really liking how that phone looks. In fact, let me get rid of the iPhone 7. In fact, I might give the iPhone 7 a try with the Elgato software, but I'm really liking that. What do you guys think? I'd like to know down in the comments which one I should go with. You know, one other thing I wanted to try is that this is supposed to work over Wi-Fi, like your home Wi-Fi network. As long as your phone is connected to your Wi-Fi and your computer is connected to your Wi-Fi, let's give that a try. Right? I'm going to unplug it from the computer. Okay. It might take a few seconds. I don't know how good the Wi-Fi strength is. Well, that's an option. Even though it seems to be kind of slow. That is something that can be used. I don't know if it's really recommended for it to... It's so distracting. I don't think it's recommended to just disconnect. So let me put this back in. When I unplugged it and replugged it in, it got a little confused and was running a bit slow. I noticed my voice was off of the audio. In fact, I can't tell right now if it's fixed or not, but I force quit the software and reconnected everything. So it looks like we're back up and running. But that's it. I think... Man, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Which one should I use? It's kind of a trade-off for me, and I am having a hard time. The ease of using the webcam here, which if I want to use that, that's fine, and it looks okay. I think I can use my phone, which I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more quality from the camera itself. Now I can run out and buy a $200 camera, but I don't want to do that. I just want to use what I have here to get started. Because remember, we're trying to go pro. And eventually, I'll get there and maybe I can buy pro stuff. But until then, I think I'm going to stick probably with the iPhone. It looks a little cleaner. It looks a little nicer. It looks a little bit more professional as far as the picture goes. I can still mess around with the settings. But again, let me know down below. I'll check in the editing process to see if the audio lines up. If everything seems good, I'll put a little note right above if it's not. And again, you guys can help me out. If there's something I'm doing wrong, if there's something I've messed up on, if there's something that you guys would like me to do better or test out, I will. But I think we've got something, maybe a good solid basis for the next video. Eventually, I'd like to be able to take and do kind of like the full screen version so that I can start to do maybe some product reviews, have them in front of me. I'd love to see if I could get a green screen, whether or not I do a virtual green screen or if I actually like hang something down behind me. I don't know. If anyone has any suggestions for that, that would help a lot. The tarp's just not as inviting as I'd like it to be, but if I could put a green screen, that would be cool. So anyway, that's it for this time around. And again, like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you want me to do. Thank you.